Starting off the day with some lunch at a burger joint with some friends. Kind of a birthday lunch. If you're watching this, my birthday's already passed, but as we shoot this, it's my birthday. So I do want to start this video off by saying thanks for all the happy birthday wishes over the last couple of days. You guys rock. Check this place out. They're brewing it right here. Lunch is over. Now we're gonna go to this store called Collector's Marketplace. Just noticed this beautiful mural.
That's dope.
That's great. We've been told there's some pretty cool toy stuff in here, so I'm excited to see it. Beautiful mural on the outside. Lego Batman, Goku, Sonic, Spider-Man. I'm especially drawn to this Goku and Sonic. What do you think?
It's pretty sweet.
Let's go see what they have inside. Holy crap, this store just keeps going and going and going and going. Here's the video game. I think all that matters is that I find Power Rangers now, and here they are. No way. 70 bucks. Bunch of new age stuff. Okay. Slightly older. $15 is not bad on that. I've always wanted one of these. Well, I had one when I was a kid, but oh, crap. There's even more. Look at that Megazord. There's definitely a few things in here I've never even seen. Oh, baby. Alright, well, I'm going home with something Power Rangers, I guess, but don't know what yet. Wow.
Here's something I remember very vividly from my childhood. Ninja Turtles. We had a ton of these growing up. I know we had that little detective Donatello back there. The panda and the this little guy here. That's April. So we had April when I was a kid, and I loved playing with it, but these were my brother's toys, and he would not really love me playing with them because I was really little and he didn't want them broken, I guess. So I think he hid the April from me, and I have no idea where it went. It's just gone. To my knowledge, it just evaporated out of thin air. But it's really cool to see it again. I haven't seen that in like 20 years. That shredder, we had that shredder for sure. Oh, these are so cool. It's funny, a lot of the stuff we've seen at the thrift too. It's pretty cool to, you know, see it all together.
Check out the Transformers. Are you kidding me? There's a little bit of everything here. I'm beginning to think this is the best toy store on earth. 80 bucks, 140 bucks, 170 bucks. All the good stuff. No way. It just keeps going all the way around. It's wild.
Now this is really cool. I watched Indiana Jones a ton growing up. That's super awesome.
This is the most Dragon Ball Z figures I've ever seen in one place. Look at all this. Oh my goodness. And it just keeps going and going. And then look at this giant Broly in the back. It's huge. Here's what I wanted to see. Fates Collide. Oh, the stuff's actually in there.
This is kind of cool to see too. We actually found these toys at the Goodwill bins in St. Louis. Yeah, doing great, thank you. And we got a ton of them. We had, I think, about 8 of them in that set. But I know we got the red guy there, the pink lady here, and the bat guy. Those are pretty sweet.
I just had a feeling there were going to be Ninja Turtles, and there are a lot. Oh man. I want to have a building when it's just like this. It looks just like this does, but it's all mine. I'm not selling any of it. It's awesome. A whole wall of $2 comics. I'm really into that. Ghost Rider. Electra.
Oh wow! Look at Giant Freddy next to Giant Leia! That's so awesome!
Check out this 1990 Yoshi's plush. It says it's from 98 and it moves its tail or something. It does something. It's 50 bucks. That needs to be in my collection. Also, look at the yellow Yoshi.
Yeah.
This is one I longed for when I was a kid. Serpentera. 80 bucks in boxes. Not bad whatsoever. Man, I want it. I don't know though, if I had to pick between that and the Falcon Zord, you have to comment below, let me know which one would you buy. I think I'd have to have that one.
I found something that I really love. Look at all the Kingdom Hearts stuff. Oh my gosh. Tron Goofy. Here's Tron Sora. Super cool. Oh my gosh, Hercules. Those Heartless figures are so cool. Is it weird that I mostly just want the Heartless figures? That's so awesome. From Toy Story. Wait, is that the Toy Story one?
There is an entire Hot Wheel section and other cars. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. All right, tell us what you see.
Jojo's Bizarre Adventure, one of the most expensive PS1 games.
How much has it got on it?
$400.
Do you know about this Lunar game over here?
Why, yes, I have my personal copy at home.
Do you have the box too, or you just...
Absolutely.
You might have to show that to us later.
Yeah. It's not as good as the first one in my opinion, but it's still good.
I like that box.
Yeah, it's got, the manual is actually like leather, hardbound. And I remember if this one came with a cloth map or it was the other one. But it's nice. It comes with a soundtrack too.
That's awesome. What about you? What do you see?
There's a couple little,
Hold on. I don't want to interrupt you, but I'm going to.
yeah.
Look at this Super Mario World watch!
Oh, that is sick.
Are you kidding me?
It's only $100.
That doesn't seem so bad, all things considered. How did I not know that existed, and why is it not on my shelf?
Yeah, that's
I'll
awesome.
pull a $100 bill out right now. I want to know what it does though. Like, do you think it actually has a little game on it?
Oh, it's got to. It's got the controller at the bottom.
Oh, it's wild. That's wild. Anyways, what did I ask you? I got really distracted there.
Oh, yeah.
You see anything?
There's some good SNES games like Super Ghouls and Ghosts. We don't
Super
have yet.
Ghouls and Ghosts. Very nice.
Yeah, really cool inbox N64 stuff, but it's not our favorite system.
Look at, oh, I didn't even notice that. Look at all the inbox N64 stuff. This place is wild.
Whoa. That It Clown's so scary. There's a Goldar back there. It's just hiding.
This is a Star Trek and Doctor Who little nook in here, and I think that's a perfect pair. Did you guys find something?
Yeah. Mega Man game.
Mega Man, let's go.
It's actually an RPG.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A Mega Man RPG.
Yeah. There's a couple of them on PS1 only.
Wow.
You guys doing alright over here?
Yeah, we're good. Thank you. What is it?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello, beautiful.
Looks like you bought it. It's yours.
I think I found my favorite room. Look at all the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. Wow, it's so cool. Just a bunch of Disney stuff in here. It's pretty amazing. Got some My Little Pony going on. Then just a bunch of tiny, tiny toys. Oh my gosh, black and white SpongeBob.
What is it?
Here's the rest of them.
Is this where you got them?
Yeah.
That's pretty tempting. I'm more excited about those because there's Pogs inside.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Cool.
I've been meaning to ask you where you got them. Can you believe there's a whole pop room? Look at all these pops. I've seen pop stores with less pops in them. I've never come so close to buying a pop for myself. It's Gabumon. It's Gabumon.
It's so pretty. I by no means want to like collect a ton of pops and just be swimming in pops, but there's certain sets that I'm like, I would definitely want this set. The Nightmare Before Christmas set. So cool. And then also Kingdom Hearts set would be pretty sweet. They have Kyrie.
Chemistry outfits. That's awesome.
That's pretty sweet. The Soldier Heartless. Love it. So we did a little thing about McDonald's toys the other day, and I said the McDonald's toy that I really wanted to collect was the 101 Dalmatians. Here they are. It's definitely not all of them, but there's quite a few. They're really not expensive. I actually looked up the whole set. It goes for about like 60 bucks with the collector's box, which is not that bad actually.
We're gonna buy some Pokemon stuff. Look right here and tell me if you see what I see.
Oh my god, are you kidding?
That's the dad bod for 150 bucks. Watch. Stopping at the old 7-Eleven real quick. We're gonna get some Slurpees. Which one are you gonna get?
Cherry Coke.
I'm gonna have the Mountain Dew. GameStop. Haven't done GameStop in a while. Found some cheap stuff. Yeah. I guess they got a sale going on, yeah. Wow. I'm gonna be the devil on your shoulder. Buy me. You guys got a bag full of stuff.
This is the important one now.
Very nice. There's a medallion in there too?
Yeah.
That's nuts. What's the significance of the medallion in the game? Do you remember?
I think it was this main character's pendant.
Okay. And remind me one more time, what's this game called?
Lunar 2.
Lunar 2. And how does Lunar and Lunar 2 rank among your more favorite RPGs?
Lunar 1 is, in my opinion,
That's what I'm talking about. Purely your opinion, not what anyone else thinks. It's like, how much do you like it? Because I know there's a lot of RPGs you like.
so I like the characters and story better in Lunar 1. I felt like it was more cohesive. Lunar 2, it happens like 100 years, 300 years after the original event, and they have all new characters. And I just felt like the characters weren't as likable.
Gotcha.
But fantastic game still.
Okay.
Great story.
Last question about Lunar and Lunar 2. How many hours did you have to put into them? Do you remember?
I did 80.
Between them or each?
This one was 80. Lunar 1 I did just under 70 hours.
Wow.
I just verified on my memory card a week ago.
That's cool.
Because I was looking for a save on there.
Yeah, well, thanks for showing that to us, because that's probably something I'm not going to come across at the thrift store anytime soon, you know what I mean?
It's really hard to find this complete.
Yeah, because there's so many pieces. Look at all this. It's insane.
So interesting fact about the game discs is that there is different arts on so there's like, I want to say like 20 different artwork you could possibly get printed on your game disc.
Yeah, so if you want to have like an actual super complete collection, you need this like 20 times, huh?
Yeah. And I didn't even know that was a thing, but that's how like real completionists can go.
Well, thanks for sharing that with us, because again, I would not have seen this at the thrift anytime soon. So Dan bought some magic cards at the toy store we were at, and he's gonna do some magic card pulls, and I'm hilariously uneducated when it comes to magic. So he says there's a $40 card in this set that he needs. You need it bad for play? Like, you wanna use it?
Oh yeah.
Not for collecting, like it's a badass card you wanna use. So
good.
What's it called?
Uro.
Is it a creature, or is it
it's a creature.
Okay. What mana color is it?
Blue and green.
Blue and green. So we're looking for a blue and green creature. Come on. Pull it.
Well, it's not going to be any of these commons, so common.
Where is the rare? In
the back.
In the very back?
So there's always a foil and a rare, and sometimes you get a foil rare and a rare.
Okay.
Which would be sweet. So here's the uncommons.
And this is the good stuff?
It's okay. It's okay. That's actually a really well played card. Let's see. That's a legendary.
Very nice.
That's pretty good. A Sweet Land and then a token. All right, well, that's not
All
the
right,
legendary.
one down.
One down, one to go. All right. All the commons.
It's gotta be something good.
Uncommon. Uncommon.
Ooh, that's interesting looking.
It's not bad. Just a standard Saga card and just a token.
Well,
Wah wah.
that's been Magic Pools with Dan. So you said you actually got a good card out of there?
Yeah, it's an $18 card.
What's it called?
The Nyx Bloom Ancient.
Nyx Bloom Ancient. Comment below, do we have any Magic players watching? I know I've talked to a few in the comments before, but I'd be interested to see if anybody's excited about this new expansion that's out. How long's it been out?
This one's been out for almost a year, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And I play mono green, so this is
How
right on my alley.
often does Magic release a new expansion? This isn't the new one, is it?
No, this
Because they
one's-
definitely release more frequently than a year.
Yeah, this
Okay.
one's like 2 or 3 sets back, and they're about to do another one in 2 weeks. I think it's every 3 months now.
We just found out that Pokemon's doing it like it's almost monthly, a month and a half, new expansion. Let's go. It's
too much.
It's wild.
That's too much.
It's way too much. Sometimes it's okay because like, you know, the expansion will only be 85 cards, 75 cards, so it seems better. But then you go, oh, well, there's doubles for everything. So if you want to complete sets, it's not so great. But this is the good card?
Yeah.
Let me look at it.
Legendary. So it's got the red symbol on it.
Okay, that's what that means. If you tap a permanent for mana, it produces 3 times as much of that mana instead. That's pretty wild.
Real good.
That's OP, almost. Why did you buy 1992 Spider-Man cards?
Because I have nostalgia for it.
Are you going to open them? Or are you leaving them in? Well, come over here. Let's open them.
Yeah.
All right, round 2. This is going to be vintage 1992 Spider-Man cards with Elisa.
Spider-Man 2
Now, do you have any of these?
Yes.
Already?
Yes.
Where are they at?
upstairs.
Okay.
So I do have the complete set of these, but there's bonus cards, which are the prism cards.
Oh.
And those are very luck of the draw.
So how often are you buying these? How often have you bought these since 1992?
Oh, I don't know. I bought a whole box of them one time off of eBay for like nothing.
Oh, is that how you got most of your collection?
No.
No?
I completed my collection back in the day.
Okay. So you're getting these hoping to find a couple of the bonus cards.
Yeah, I don't
All right.
have a complete set of the bonus cards, so if I see them, I'll pick them up.
All right, well, rip them open and let us see, because I have no idea what these look like.
They just look like a page from a comic book.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they have information on the back of the cards. So we got some Todd McFarlane artwork right off the bat.
I do recognize these, actually.
So these are 30th anniversary, but now they're a lot more than 30.
Wow.
What, 50, math, 52? Almost. 2 more years and it will be 50th anniversary cards.
Very nice.
So
So go run through them real quick and let us see the artwork.
okay.
See, I have seen these now that I see you open them.
Some of these are like not so great artwork.
Like, I've definitely seen this card.
This Carnage. Like, they're just clips from the comic book.
They're literal comic book squares, like just little, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Look at this nerd Peter Parker.
no rare.
No rare at all. So are the rare ones shiny?
Yeah, they're prism. So Morbius is on this card. He's gonna be the next villain in like the next big Marvel Spider-Man
Yeah.
movie.
Can't wait for that. All right, let's pull a rare out of this one.
So we got that one's nice.
Oh man, that's beautiful. Hulk for Spider-Man.
I got a double.
Another. That was nice.
And no
No
prism.
rare. When was the last time you bought some of these?
When my brothers were out for my birthday, we went to the same store and there was like 4 packs left and we bought all 4 packs and I gave them one to every person and the one that my brother Leif opened had the prism in it.
Oh, of course it did. Well, comment below if you'd like to see her complete collection one of these days. I'd definitely like to see what that looks like. That's pretty cool. I didn't even see you buy those, so I'm happy to see that.
Well, what's cool is the information on the back. It's a little synopsis on like
Of, like,
some
what's
of the
going-
characters or sometimes the comic book itself. So You know, it's probably where I got most of my comic book information, was on the back of comic cards.
That's awesome. Weird luck. Elisa went and grabbed the whole set. So tell me one more time, how long have you been collecting these?
Long time.
Forever and ever and ever.
These are from 1992.
Wow.
And I did buy them when they were new.
Are they numbered?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you've got them in a whole order here. 4, 5, no way. Talk about nostalgia.
They're not really worth anything, but they're just, I like them. I like comic books.
Believe me when I say I can understand that.
These are my original ones too.
That's awesome. Are the ones you just bought reprinted, or are they left over from back then?
They're leftover stock.
That's awesome. Ooh, look, Venom overcoming him. That's cool. Ooh, he's actually, I'll tell you what, Kingpin's one of my favorite villains. So it's cool to see. Let's just make a few jumps and see some late. Okay, so you've got some other stuff in here.
Yeah, I got a bunch of sets in here. There's the Prism.
Is that the only Prism card you have?
I have.
That's funny. Look at these. Those are beautiful. Jubilee, one of my favorite X-Men. Oh, these are dope.
Yeah,
I think these are what I was talking about. I think I had a bunch of these when I was a kid, for sure.
yeah, these were pretty nice.
Bullseye's dope. I'm a big Daredevil fan. Galactus, let's go. Those are dope. Well, thanks for getting those out, because talk about memory lane right there.
There's one more set after this one that came out where the cardstock was like almost like cardboard. It was so like substantial, but it was a little too rich for us kids back in the day. Here's some of the rares from this set. See, these ones have a little foil to them.
That's awesome. You guys comment below. Anybody watching, do you collect any older or odd collector card sets? Because, you know, these are not trading card games. These are collectibles, complete and total.
And that's one of the original.
That's awesome. Well,
Slips.
The only ones I collect are the Power Ranger ones, and that's just because these guys bought me some. So now I'm down that rabbit hole. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed all that. I know I sure did. That was probably the coolest birthday present ever, just putting my eyeballs on all that stuff. Let's just go ahead real quick and talk about that store before we move on to talk about the stuff that we picked up. I want you guys to tell me your favorite thing you saw in there, and I'll start. There was that Mario watch. It was $100. I'm gonna probably go back for it just because it has to be on my Mario shelf. But what in there is like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is here.
So they have a set called the Barnyard Commandos. That's like my childhood. That was one of my favorite toys growing up. So that's the thing I always get a little nostalgia attaching to when I see them.
Okay, what about you?
The $400 JoJo's Bizarre PlayStation 1 game.
Yes, I take it you didn't walk away with that one today.
No.
But you want to. Okay, I can understand that. Some of the stuff in there, I couldn't believe it. A lot of the Power Ranger stuff that like I've longed after since my childhood, they had it all in there in box. That's pretty wild.
Crazy.
All right, well, let's not linger. Let's talk about the stuff that we got. We can kind of take turns. I'll just go first real quick. You guys don't need to know much about this. I bought some Pokemon boxes for our collection. You'll see this stuff show up on our other channel, our new channel, which you should go subscribe to. It's just, this is how I like to sort my Pokemon cards in the original, because the cool thing about these Pokemon boxes is it's about just perfectly big enough to fit a whole entire set of whatever came in it originally in it. So I think these boxes are great. So trying to buy one of each, and luckily that store, and I'll go ahead and show you this. The reason I bought them, because I've actually not seen this from a game store, but look at this. They actually had the card sleeves and stuff that originally came in these boxes. That seems insane.
Awesome.
So I bought one of each that I didn't have. So I've got all the dice, all the coins, everything. So that was my only pickup today. No video games, unfortunately. But these guys more than made up for it. So you tell me one thing you got. We'll jump back and forth.
Well, it's a set. So this is Asterix and Obelix. From Asterix and Obelix.
That's the name of the characters. I'm actually not at all familiar with that. So is that a video game or is that a?
It's a comic book.
Okay.
They have made video games with these characters in their comic book story.
Is there any animated shows or anything of them?
There are.
Okay.
If you look up Asterix and Obelix.
Hold on. That's the game. So that's an Xbox One game of those guys.
Yeah, it comes on Switch and PS4 as
Okay,
well.
that's nuts.
You can watch one of the movies for sure on YouTube. That's Asterix and Obelix and Cleopatra. It's hilarious.
Okay.
I highly recommend. There's some songs in there that are hilarious.
I'll have to give that a Google. Something about it sounds familiar. Someone's gonna have to comment below and let me know what it was. But someone mentioned the Asterix. No, I bought a Game Gear game. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought an Asterix Game Gear game. I didn't know what it was before that.
I'm not 100% sure if this originated in Germany or France, but I have books at my parents' house that we picked up in Germany. They're in German of Asterix and Obelix.
Very cool. So they have them. They have a pretty big reach then. If not, that's cool. I'm gonna have to look more up on that. Yeah. I do know now though that I own an Asterix game. That's cool. All right, so let's continue with what we got at that game store.
So they also have video games at the Collector's Marketplace.
Okay.
And this is Mega Man Legends, the first one. It's actually an RPG, surprisingly.
Well, that's before we open it. There is a small crack, but other than that, this thing looks insanely pristine.
Yeah, it's in pretty good condition.
Not that matters on these cases. That's perfectly fine. But otherwise, it takes my breath away how perfect this looks.
It definitely looks like it's been through a resurfacer.
Okay.
Just because there's a little bit of residue left over from the machine.
Well, good eye.
That's something that we look for, because ultimately we'd like things in original condition, even if it's a little scratched up. Resurfacing, over time can cause damage.
Gotcha.
To the game. But
it's
manual's
beautiful.
nice and crispy. It was a good price too. We definitely got a killer deal on it.
That's awesome. That's beautiful. All right, and this is...
So this is the last Breath of Fire that is in the series, and we didn't have, and this completes our collection. They went a little different direction in this game, and it's more of a strategy RPG, and so that's probably why it's the last one.
Why it didn't work out after that?
It didn't do so well.
And do you have all the other games in the series?
Yes.
If you guys don't know, a lot of you are going to, because these guys have been in tons of episodes with us. They're mainly RPG collectors. Is that a correct description?
That is a fact.
That is a matter of fact. And so it doesn't surprise me to hear that they have the entirety of this series. Okay, so that was everything that we got at that awesome toy store that we will definitely be going back to. If you guys want to go there anytime, I'm down. But let's move on to the stuff that we got that you guys got. I didn't get nothing at the GameStop. And this is funny because I think it was the very last time, correct me if I'm wrong, but the very last time you guys were on an episode with us, you and me both kind of oogled over this thing for 20 minutes.
It's Pops is one of those things, we just don't need one more thing to collect.
Same.
But every once in a while, there's something that I'm just I don't know if I can live without this.
All right, well, let me get a good look at this. Masters of the Universe, He-Man on Battle Cat.
Yeah.
And it's just perfect.
Yeah.
Battle Cat has all his armor on. He-Man is a proper size pop. There's just so much about it that's awesome. So,
the box art's really cute on it too.
oh yeah. Well, tell us just a little bit of your history with. Do you collect He-Man stuff? Do you just really like it? What's going on there?
So my brothers had the He-Man figures growing up, and they were very nice brothers and let me also play with the He-Man figures too. They had Snake Mountain and Castle Grayskull.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely would love to collect vintage He-Man stuff, but it's very hard to come by these days.
Very nice.
But I do have my own collection of She-Ra figures.
That's awesome.
They're vintage.
All right, well, let's move on. You got some stuff from... all this came from GameStop?
GameStop. So we got a couple more under $5 games. A lot of these are getting blown out now. So if I see something complete and clean that we don't have, I'm sure. Especially if it's not a horrible game. We'll play some first-person shooters and sure. But for $3-4 each, yeah, I'm getting that every time.
Super dirt cheap.
Yep.
Yeah, well, we had this discussion while we were at GameStop, but they are hardcore clearing out, aren't they?
Yeah.
So
PS3 and Xbox 360.
Go to GameStop. They're not going to have much of that older generation stuff left for long. Now, this is probably one of the better gets of the day, just because of its awesome newness. But Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. So this is that's a remake
of the remaster
of the.
I'm so excited.
I've been spending my money terribly. Why do I not have this game? That's crazy.
And they give us a little skateboard thing with it.
Oh, just because you pre-ordered
fingerboard.
it?
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, let's talk a little bit more about this. Do you have a lot of nostalgia for the original ones, like
Yes.
anyone near our age does?
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 was like what brought my cousins and I together.
Yeah.
Like we played it constantly.
Totally.
Because I was more of a real gamer than they were. They were like, I'm gonna say this, real gamer. I was like, I play everything. They only
Right.
play like maybe some sports and Tony Hawk. So
Right.
we could both play Tony Hawk and enjoy it.
It was a nice middle ground for gamers and
yes.
sports gamers. I got
and
you,
they did
man.
great with this. So.
I'm so happy. I do feel like maybe you and I had a conversation some months ago about the fact this was coming out, but it didn't really stay on the forefront of my mind. So now that I'm actually seeing this, holding this in my hand, I'm like, well, if there was ever a game meant for me to play, it was this one. So I'll be
excited.
I'll be ordering that as well. What else did you get?
That was it.
That was it. That was everything. Well, what was your favorite thing you picked up today?
He-Man.
He-Man. Yeah. How could you? I mean, like, don't get me wrong. This excites me a lot, but still, like, how could you not be in love with this? You know what I mean?
It's so sweet.
What's your favorite thing that you guys picked up?
You know, I love a lot of this stuff, but honestly, finishing an RPG series is one of my favorite things. So getting the last of one.
How many, off the top of your head, roughly, how many games is in this series?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5?
Yeah.
She says 5.
5, and then some of them were released on multiple systems. Like Breath of Fire 1 and 2 was on GBA and on Super Nintendo.
Gotcha. So this is your final day because that completes everything.
That's
for
the
that
set.
series.
Yep.
That's cool. Well, that's really cool to hear. I'm glad that
Check
we
the box.
I'm glad that we got to check that out with you guys and watch you buy it. I feel honored. Because you guys' RPG collection is nuts. I think I said this last time we made this video, but comment below if you'd like to see a tour of these guys' game collection. We've been talking about doing this for like a year. We haven't, but we'll do it one day. That's going to be it. Thanks for hanging out with us. Do me a couple favors before we get out of here. First big thing is check these guys' Instagram account. I'll put it up right here. They basically, you kind of post RPG stuff, right?
RPGs, but also like
Pickups.
we do a lot of different gaming, so we'll post it all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Legos.
So, Legos. You got some Lego stuff on there?
Yeah.
Follow them. You'll like the stuff they're posting. I know I do. And then also, before we get out of here, check out our merch store, tindostrash.com. Check out our what is it called? The Discord. I'm losing my mind. You want to check out the Discord because these guys are also over there on it. Maybe if you ever have any RPG questions, these guys, they're the ones I ask RPG questions to. So definitely go check them out over there. And that's going to be it. Thanks for hanging out with us. Come back next time. We get together about once a month and just go buy video games. So you're going to definitely want to be subscribed next time we do that because who knows where we'll go. Because if we go anywhere as cool as that game store ever again, my life's going to be complete. I want to go back. They had to kick us out because they were closing.
Yeah.
It was just nuts. I've never been in a toy store, game store that cool. So if you like that kind of thing, subscribe. Come back next time. And until next time, guys, peace out.